What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we're going to be taking a look at my Delta Airlines collection for this fleet by type video. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's just go ahead and get into all these aircraft, guys. So we have a really awesome Delta Airlines fleet. We've had some really quality mainline editions since the last time we did this fleet by type video. And I also believe we have some regionals because I believe I think it's been 2 years since I've done the Delta one, but it may have been the last year. I'm not exactly sure. However, I know that we have some new additions nevertheless. So excited to evaluate the collection, see what we have going. We're going to start off hot. We got some really good aircraft right there, but we'll put that to the side for now and go ahead and get started with these regional jets. All right, starting first and foremost with the Colors in Motion CRJ-200. That's looking really nice, so glad to have that one. It's a really good looker. Followed by that, we have the two current livery CRJ-200s, one of which is the first release, and you can guess that the second one is the second release. So that's certainly very nice to see right there. We have the Colors in Motion Delta Connection CRJ-700 with the silver and soaring titles. That's really cool for the ASA titles there, so that's a really nice model. Very glad to have that one. Then we have three CRJ-700s in current livery. So the first two you're looking at, that's going to be, I'm making sure these two are the 2015 release, and then this one right here is the 2021 release. Man, I'm getting my years all backwards now since we're so far ahead of that, but that's the 2021 release, the latest one. Then you're going to find right there the first release CRJ-900, so very glad to see that one. Followed by two of the second release, and now we're going to have a third release, so that'll be in the next one. So excited to get to check that one out when we get there, but nevertheless, looking good for all the CRJ aircraft. So definitely my favorite is the 900, of course, in the first release, but I love all of these, including the 700s and 200s. So very nice fleet of them right there. So it's really nice. This is a new addition since the last one. This is the Delta ATR 72 in the ASA kind of house livery. I guess it's a house livery, so that's a really awesome one to have. It'll be a great asset for Retro Tulsa, so very glad to have that one right there. And then we have the Delta Connection Embraer ERJ-145 Colors in Motion too, so you can guess it'll be a powerful asset for Retro Tulsa, so very glad to have that one right there. Followed by the ERJ-170s, we have a Herp one here in the front that looks really nice. Have had it for a long time. Same song, second verse for the GeminiJets version right there. So very good to have those two, and those are really nice. What an addition here. Thank you so much, GeminiJets, for making this possible for the Delta Airlines collection. Here's the Delta Connection Embraer ERJ-175s with the enhanced winglets for SkyWest Airlines. Absolutely awesome to have these. I never, ever will take these for granted. We, just like the American CRJ-900 and Delta CRJ-900, we essentially begged for these, and we finally got them. They look really nice. Getting that winglet feature is huge, along with the correct length on the fuselage. So they look really great, and they did a terrific job on those. So awesome job, GeminiJets. So glad to have those in the collection. So cool to get to, was in Austin when those got announced, and then of course getting them unboxed in late 2023. Now here in the collection here in mid 2024. So not going to complain with that, and that's absolutely fantastic to say the least right there. Starting here with the Doubles aircraft, let's go ahead and take a look at this Delta Airlines Doubles DC-930. This is a really nice aircraft that I'm very glad to have in the fleet. Powerful asset for Retro Tulsa, so that looks really great right there. Followed by that, we have the Delta Airlines McDonnell Indy 88 in the current livery. That's a really nice aircraft right there, so awesome to have it, and it's been a really good aircraft here in the fleet, so that's been awesome. Delta Airlines McDonnell Indy 90 in the widget livery as well, so this has been yet another really great aircraft here in the collection, and very glad to have it right there to say the least, so that's been absolutely awesome. Followed by that, we have Delta Airlines McDonnell Indy 90. This aircraft also fantastic, one of my oldest ones in the collection. This was 2014, you can tell by the fading of the tails, so very glad to have it, and it looks really, really great. Two Delta 717s now. How about that? We have the original release that I've had for a long time, 935 Alpha Tango right there in the front. Then we have the latest release right there, the 2023 summer release right there in the back. So that one's a really nice model too. It was really great. So delighted to have that here in the collection. It looks really, really nice. So very good to have two 717s now. We've talked about that for a long time. Now we can say that we finally have it, so very happy about that. You can see right here we have the Delta Airlines Boeing 727-200. This is in the widget livery as well, so very glad to have that one, and once again will be great for Retro Tulsa. Same song, second verse for pretty much the next 5 or 6 aircraft. Here's the 737-200. This is, okay, I believe I can't remember if I got the Frontier or this one first, and I can't remember if this was in the last collection for Delta or not, but nevertheless, it's a relatively new aircraft, so glad to have that one. That one's really, really great. Here's the Delta Airlines 737-200 in the Ron Allen livery. Kind of a goofy livery on it, but hey, it does the job, so that looks really good. I've still yet to get the Colors in Motion full livery Delta 737-200 from Aero Classics. It was during the big transition during the summer. I was trying to get it and I just never got a chance to get on Jet Collector. So hopefully I can get that one bought. But nevertheless, here's the Express one that I have for the meantime. So definitely will get that Colors in Motion one bought when I can. So looking forward to that. Here's the Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Ron Allen as well by Dragonwing. So a solid model right there. Very glad to have that one. Along with the Colors in Motion 737-800. So yet another good deal on that one. And will prove powerful for the Retro Tulsa project, no doubt about it. Here's another new acquisition. This is the Delta Airlines 737-800 that I got in trade with Planespotter DK. This is the 2009 release. So glad to have that aircraft, and it'll be a really good addition there and will prove powerful to mesh with the NG 737-800. So glad to have that one. Didn't think I was going to sell that GeminiJets one ever, but you know, it just happens. The 2015 to clarify. This one's great. So got the some more variety with the molds and all that. So 2 Delta 738s make sense. To complement the 737-800 here in the Sky Team livery, which is an awesome model. So very glad to have that one. It looks absolutely fantastic. Complemented by the 737-900 here by NG Models. Really gorgeous aircraft, so very glad to have that in the fleet, and that's a really cool one right there. It looks absolutely awesome. I don't know where the landing gear for the 757-200 without winglets is. Planespotter DK was helping me set up the collection, and that just snapped on him. I glued it back like probably 2 years ago or so, so not on him, but I will be sure to find that when I can. Anyways, here's that 757-200. That looks really great right there. And then we get the grind with the winglet. So here's the Gen 1 right there. It's really nice. Can't believe I've had that for 4 years or however long it's been at this point. And here's the GeminiJets Gen 2 aircraft that I have. Very glad to have that one there, the 2019 release or so. 7573, or sorry, this is another 200 by NG. What an awesome model from 2022, I think August or so, maybe July. Here's the Sky Team 757-200, yet another really cool one that I have right here, so glad to have that. And then the 757-300 grind begins. Number one is that really good deal I got in the 2014 release. The second one's the 2018 that I originally had, and the third one's the one I flew in January 2023 here at 586 November Whiskey. Thank you so much, Aviation, for selling this one to me. Glad to have it. And what was the last remark I was going to make about it? I can't remember what I was going to say, but very glad to have it, and it's a great addition there to the collection. All right, the Delta 767-300 was a flip-flop from the previous version I have. Now I have this one that's just a little bit better, so glad to get the QC fixed up there. And there's the first ever 767-400 GeminiJets, did the Ron Allen Delta Airlines livery. So very glad to have that aircraft, and a very sentimental one right there. All right, Delta Airbuses, starting right here with the Airbus A220-100. We have two of those. The first one is the very first release, and the second one is the... Actually, excuse me, that's completely wrong. The back one is the very first release, and this one here in the front, I believe, is the second release. So glad to have those. Then we have the A220-300s. The first one is the first release, and the second one is the second release, and I can guarantee that one this time. Some really new acquisitions here. We have the Delta Airlines, the 220 also, the back one's new. 319, 320 are brand new, so both those are NGs. Very glad to have those, and those look really great. Love those. Great detail. The Wi-Fi boxes, the second antenna especially, is probably the coolest part. So really glad to add both those, and some really high quality work right there. And then this Airbus E320 right here, this is also a new addition. It does have that little scratch right there on the top of the Delta titles, but glad to have it. And not sure if I'll get another A319 or not yet. I have not decided, but nevertheless, we shall see. Okay, lastly, we have some more Airbus narrow bodies here. We have an Airbus E321 on the left. Both the two on the far left there are NG releases. Here's the Thank You Airbus E321 by NG Models. So that looks really great. So very glad to see that right there. And here's the Airbus E321 Neo. That is fantastic as well by NG. So very glad to have that one too. And I believe that's a... Is that a new edition? I can't remember when I got that, to be completely honest. I got too many. So I got it at some point, I can tell you that. All right, here's this Delta Airlines Airbus E330-200. Very glad to have this here. Very nice aircraft. And this Airbus E330-300 by NG, also a great aircraft, so very glad to have that one as well. Definitely a new addition with the second release Airbus E330-900 Neo by Gemini. Very glad to have that one, so that's a really nice aircraft right there. And here's the Team USA Delta Airlines Airbus E330-900 Neo. This is a really great aircraft too, so very glad to have this one in the collection. It looks really great in the Team USA livery. I'm trying to remember when I got that. Was that the summer? Was that? I'm trying to remember if that was last summer or the summer before that. Oh my gosh, the time's really slipping by me. It was sometime in the last couple of years. So nevertheless, we got that. Delta Airlines Airbus E350, I've had this one for a long time, so really glad that it's held up well and excited to see what we can use in the future. Last but certainly not least, from Airlines International 2022, we have the great deal here that I got in this Delta Airlines L1011. Great aircraft. Certainly very glad to have it here in the Delta Airlines collection. So I really hope you all enjoyed this. Some really quality additions. I'm excited to see what we'll do by this time next year. So again, really hope that you all enjoyed this. Really great collection, and excited to continue to build Delta fleet for many years to come. So with that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.